What the hell is this? The bottle is some kind of thermal container, about half full of thick liquid. The words, "Drink me," are stenciled on the side. Down the hatch. Wonder what that did.
Can you hear me?
Hello? Who's there?
Barely, can you hear me?
Barely. I can't see you. Where are you?
In your head.
That bottle I drank. That's what did this?
Exactly. You ingested a wetware builder node colony. They were programmed to construct a transceiver in the small bones of your inner ear.
It's not permanent, is it?
No, it'll break itself down in a couple of weeks. You have bigger problems at the moment, though.
My location's been compromised?
I'm afraid so. There's a strike team surrounding the building as we speak.
Damn.
We need to get you out of there. The sewer access on the factory floor hasn't been secured. It's your best chance for an escape route.
If what you're saying's true, I'm about to be outnumbered and outgunned.
Don't worry, you're probably one of the few people I know who's smart enough to get out of something like this.
Do you know me?
You could say that. Come on, get moving.
Looks like this guy had a place to keep his vices at work. Someone managed to get this through the window. They must have one hell of a pitching arm. Must have been a decorator. A pressurized fluid cartridge that I disconnected from the maintenance drone. Based on the markings and the color, it looks like it's full of red paint. There's a canister of water-soluble fire suppressant loaded into the system. I can't reach it from down here. I wonder if it even still works.
Wait!
What is it?
Cobalt Actual, this is Cobalt 3. Dynamic entry complete. Second floor hallway secure. Going dark and starting patrol. Out.
Adaptive camouflage? How am I supposed to get past them when I can't even see them?
I'll see if I can breach their systems. For now, you're going to have to think your way past.
The way out. A big old jolt's not gonna make it work. There's a canister of water-soluble fire suppressant loaded into the system. Huh, it fits.
Cobalt 3, camouflage compromised.
Camouflage sure ain't giving him an advantage anymore. One down.
However many left to go. Don't count on taking them all on, though.
Low velocity, jacketed hollow point. They came prepared for a soft target. Apparently, it's not just cleaning supplies they kept in here. This is some pricey liquor. They've probably become even rustier because of all the water. Ah! There's nothing in here. Looks like the beginnings of a fine hole in the floor. There's a little light coming through it, and I can hear voices. A metal polish from the cleaning supplies. It's been here for over a decade, but it doesn't seem to have dried out. That won't fit. A 10mm submachine gun, part of the strike team's gear. As a signature weapon, it's encoded to only operate for its assigned user. That's one way of getting it open. It's empty except for all the packing material. I've stuffed the drain. It's a strong old whiskey, more expensive than the stuff I've usually got around. He's keeping watch over the factory floor. Damn, it's out of charge. I haven't got the gear to fix it, or open it up some more. Looks like I can control the factory's power from my traveler now. I needed that. I don't think we can settle our differences over a drink. You still there?
Need something?
These armed men.
It must be difficult having to escape your own colleagues from Cell.
That's the thing. They're not Cell Crisis Team agents. They're equipped and armed like them, but they're not the real deal.
How can you be sure?
Central has other means of handling the possibility of rogue agents. Its actions are precise, surgical, even if not what we'd normally think of as moral. This whole thing is like a blunt instrument, a sledgehammer for a wasp.
Okay, so you don't think it's Central, but why aren't these men Cell?
If they were, this operation would have been a whole lot better planned. There'd be an ISO map of the building. They'd know exactly where I was to begin with. These guys can handle a weapon, but they're just geared up like a crisis team.
That's an interesting theory. I'll check some leads on that.
Plus, if they were Cell, I'd have a much harder time doing what I need to escape. How exactly am I supposed to get out of here?
There's an exit to the sewers on the factory floor level.
What makes you think they haven't blocked that off too?
This raid was a rush job. I don't think they've known where you are for very long. They're gambling that they can eliminate you before you have time to think.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not exactly prepared either.
Yeah, but you've got my help. That puts you kilometers ahead.
That's one big laser they've got.
It's not on the production line. It was probably just used for prototyping.
Looks like someone made a real mess with it.
Probably didn't have time to fix it before the Aurora hit. Maybe it'd be useful if you could power it up again.
Why are the power systems in this place still online?
It's only been 11 years since the Aurora. If nobody's switched it on since then, the city's probably just never noticed they were still connected.
I guess the factory's standby would be a drop in the ocean in terms of the city's power.
It's not like they're short on it. Newton's a net exporter in the region.
I guess you can do that when you're the only one in the neighborhood with orbiting solar arrays.
If the factory's still working, you might be able to use that strategically.
How did they manage to find me?
Sorry, I can't help you with that. All I know is, they're after you.
Did you get my message?
Message? Nah. I just know the kind of places you like to hide in. But your garden wouldn't do for this one, would it?
Hey.
Match that against which of your favorite spots are being raided by crisis teams, and boom. Instant Regis.
So, you haven't heard my side of the Baxter story.
Save it for later. First, we've got to get you out of there.
What do you know about this facility?
Old TVNA factory. Used to make synths there. Cleared out when the Aurora hit. Most of that part of town stayed abandoned even to this day. It's the kind of place lowlifes and thralls hide in.
Anything useful?
A lot of the stuff in it's probably been scavenged already, but you might find something useful. Plus, it's an old building. Be careful, a lot of it is unstable.
Maybe I can use that to my advantage. Perhaps it was my mistake first for drinking that bottle, but how do I know I can trust you?
It's either me or the guys with the kill-on-sight order. Besides, what sort of person would I be if I didn't help out an old pal?
Do I know you?
You should. We've spent years working together.
Is this Lau?
Come on, you've got to get moving.
I'm still a little worried about what I drank.
It won't do you any harm. It's just a constructor node.
Yeah, but thousands of molecule-sized machines building a radio in my head. That'd bother any sane man.
If you'd gone and gotten yourself wired years ago, we wouldn't have to do this. Plus, this is more secure. We're operating on a bespoke fractal encoding. You'd better get moving or a patrol might catch you.
Right. I can't get it cleaner. Huh, this takes me back. What a waste of good whiskey. There ain't much cover between me and him.
Freeze!
There ain't much cover between me and him. It's a long way down.
Okay, you're on the factory floor. There's an emergency access route to the sewers in the corner of the north wall.
Sure, except it's locked.
What? This can't be right.
Yep, big padlock and everything. Any other ideas?
I'm afraid not. The crisis team's got the factory surrounded. That's your only route out.
Guess I need to find a way to get the lock off. Whatever this is, building a synth apparently takes a lot of them. Whatever this is, building a synth apparently takes a lot of them. That's brightened it up. I'd better not be walking into an ambush.
I haven't let you down yet, have I?
Regis!
It's good to see you in the flesh as well, Lau.
What do you mean, in the flesh?
You weren't the one sending messages through a transceiver in my head?
No, she wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
You thought I was her?
Well, it seemed like that.
Seemed like what? Who are you talking to?
Never mind. You found my message in the DNA.
Eventually. You could have been a little less abstruse.
I had to make sure you'd be the one to find it. Plus, if someone else did manage to get into it...
They'd probably think you meant to meet up where our first case was, rather than where you caught me the first time.
Looks like they found me anyway.
There's why. Looks like she downloaded an interceptor. Even I can see the signal coming off it.
Max, the voices say you've been bugged.
What? Wait a second. Ah, nuke an interceptor.
Can you disable it?
Easily, now that I know it's there. Okay, it's isolated.
I can confirm that. They won't be tracking her any further.
I have no idea when it started writing me. Must have been while I was investigating the murder at the plant lab.
It wasn't me, Max.
I know, Regis. I didn't think it was, but
But
you're the only person I can think of who would have wanted him dead. And frankly, I don't think anyone would have blamed you after what he did. But after what you tried to do with the bomber last night,
what about it?
you tried to save his life, even though he'd come here intending to murder as many as he could.
It was the right thing to do.
I've worked with you long enough to know how you work, Regis. What Baxter did didn't drive you to revenge. It's motivated you to try and make the world a better place.
Thank you for your opinion, Max. You're probably thinking more clearly than I am right now. What do you think we ought to do next?
I guess turn yourself in isn't an option.
No.
Well, we need to see if we can find out who really did kill Baxter.
And why they've sent a strike team to hunt me down.
If I might interrupt your happy reunion, I believe I may be able to help.
You can? How?
The voices again?
My organization is aware of links between this attack and Dr. Baxter's murder.
What? How?
I believe we must discuss this somewhere more secure. 1181 Shenley Boulevard, Southeast Network, 16th floor. Come around the back.
We need to find out what's going on. You seem to have a better picture than us. And I guess you've been looking out for me so far. You say I know you?
And I you, Charlie.
All right. We'll come.
Leave Dr. Lau. Come alone.
No.
Pardon?
Lau comes too. She's the only one I know I can trust right now.
Aw.
Very well. See you soon, Charlie.
Wow, looks like Vargas pulled together quite a team.